Good morning. What is up, guys? B Red Jr. here. So, it's Monday today, last day of July, and I'm gonna go hit arms today, biceps, and then after that, I will show you guys some of the meal stuff I'm doing. So, I went from started technically last Monday. It was about a 162. Now I'm up to about 165, 166-ish. So yeah, make pretty good progress just in a week. A lot of that has to do with just a lot of calories, making sure that you're in a calorie surplus versus a calorie deficit, or even in the middle of that. So, to be lifting heavy weights and yet still consuming a lot of calories is super important for that. So on the road to, I don't know what my end goal, probably like 190-ish, but we'll see. I'm gonna do this series for like 100 days, see how that goes, see how much progress I can make, have it not just for a way for me to track my progress, but also a way that I can share with you guys what worked best for me and what can potentially work best for you. All right, so just on my last set, I'm a little bit more deflated. Had a little interruption. I was trying to set up some wireless microphones that I had for the video and they didn't seem to work. So that was kind of a pain, but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys these as the last set, just some basic curls. All right, these are 35s, but whatever works best for you. This, and then hold it, squeeze. Always been one of my favorite bicep exercises. I'm always typically sore after these if I push myself. Right now, I'm not counting them. I just do them till I can't do them much more, or till failure. Ideally till failure, but usually I count my reps. I keep that back straight. Whew. It's pretty good. So that was pretty good arm day. I did quite a few sets today. Pushed pretty hard. I did some back too. So this is probably gonna be one of my last workouts that I use my iPhone camera for. I'm looking into getting more of a professional vlogging type camera for this. Right now I've been enjoying filming my workouts and just vlogging and stuff like that, so looking into doing that. Another exercise that I started doing when I started building my biceps was just dumbbells. I don't even know what these would be called, but just holding them, twisting them like this. This works more the, I guess kind of like hammer curls would do, where it widens your arm from the front instead of the sideways. So usually I do these with like 25s, and I just do it until a good burn, or maybe like 25 or 30 twists. But yeah, pretty good workout. Yeah, like I said before, I'd probably ideally use like 25s for this, but I don't have those right now. Just using 15s, but still can get a good burn with even the lighter weights. You just gotta do more, obviously. But anyway, today felt a little weaker than usual. I was very physically active yesterday. Not only did a chest to tricep workout, but also was outside a lot yesterday, playing volleyball, moving around a lot. So even if you're doing outdoor activities, or if you're doing cardio, whatever it is, just something to keep moving. But like in my case, where I'm trying to put on weight, you want to be mindful of, if you are trying to put on weight, to maybe do a little less cardio type activities, especially when you are trying to put on weight, because although I am up to about 166-ish, started at 160, so making quite a bit of progress. And technically this is my like day 8 of my bulk series. So yeah, it's making progress so far. I've been working out. I typically work out about 6 days a week. There's so much different strategies that people use. Sometimes people say, you know, you only need to work out 4 times a week and you need to take more rest days, which works for some people, but I just feel like I only need, you know, one rest day, and I could be doing that wrong. Maybe I need to take more rest days, or I don't know, but you just gotta kind of see what's right for you. So yeah, anyway, I've been working and putting on the weight through a calorie surplus. If you don't know what that is, that's just eating more calories than you are burning. So if you are trying to lose weight, then you'd want to go on a calorie deficit. So that'd be doing more movement and more movement, less calories. So burning more calories than you consume. And that was actually what I was in for a while, the last few months. Not every day, but I actually, if you guys don't know, lost about 25 pounds, 25-ish pounds. Back in April, I was 185-ish pounds. And although it wasn't all muscle, I was a much higher body fat percentage than I was now. I still had quite a bit more muscle back then. And then, you know, had some health complications with Crohn's disease, and unfortunately lost quite a bit of weight. And actually at one time got to I think I was at 158. And I was still trying to work out most days, but I just wasn't able to, I wasn't as strong, and I wasn't able to eat as much food. And, you know, started some medical treatment, changed up my diet a little bit, things are going good. Started doing more liquid type of foods. So even if, you know, for anybody that's, whether you're trying to put on weight or you're trying to lose weight, or maybe you're in a situation like I was where you have some health complications and, you know, you aren't able to put on weight because of that, or maybe it goes the other way around, but, you know, just kind of experimenting and seeing what works best for you. Ideally, you want to do stuff naturally through just changing up your diet. I don't know, maybe some supplements. That's what has helped me in the past. A lot of, not supplements that you would think of, pre-workout and stuff like that, but more of different, I guess not medications. I don't know what to call them, but just natural medicines. You can, you know, find those online, but first you just kind of got to figure out what's wrong with you, and then go from there and make that change. So for me, I had a immune system problem, and that's what was causing a lot of the things behind it. My vision wasn't all the way there. You know, just little things like that. I'd have get rashes and stuff like that. And although you know, hopefully most of you guys don't have stuff like that going on, because it's very miserable. But I mean, I'm doing better now. But still, it's good to be aware of your body and what makes you feel the best. Even if you know, you gotta cut something out of your diet that you really enjoy eating in order to feel better and to have more energy and to be able to just be a better version of yourself. All right, another exercise that I don't do as much, but I started doing when I did more bicep and back stuff when I started, and that's just taking a plate, whatever's right for you. A plate is what I use, but you can use 25 or whatever works best for you, and just hold it here. I usually do about 25 seconds. Pretty difficult because it's biceps, a little bit of rear delts almost, and your back as well. But yeah, it's definitely a good bicep workout. So when it comes to diet, me, I gotta do a little bit more of a tricky diet than most, just because I have to be a little more aware of what I put into my body. But anyway, this is just, I'm almost done with this, but it's just a protein powder, meat protein powder, about 200 calories, 40 grams of protein, it'd be ideal for, if you were trying to cut down on body fat and increase muscle mass, or just maintain muscle mass and go down on body fat, because it's got a pretty low amount of calories for the protein that's in it. Because, a lot of the other stuff that we consume has much more calories. For me, I'm trying to consume more calories, but this is just a good source of protein, even though it is low calorie. But yeah, this is a Whole Feast. Pretty good protein powder, like I said, meat-based, because that's just, I noticed that goes the best with my body. But you just gotta kind of experiment and see what works best for you. And then after this, I've been doing making smoothies. I put yogurt, juice, fruit in them. That way you get some carbs, you get some sugars, you get some dairy. Ends up being about 20 grams of protein, and then about 500 calories. So good source of calories if you're trying to put on some weight, and then also some good protein. Yesterday I ended up doing 4 of them just because I was very physically active, but a normal day where I just lift weights, I'll just do typically 3 of them, so it's 1,500 calories, an extra 60 grams of protein. I usually do 2 of these, so that's 80 grams of protein, 400 calories. And then, I usually do 1 or 2 solid meals a day. Typically meat, ground beef, fish, pork, something like that. That's usually a good source of protein and has pretty good calories as well. And and then that's pretty much all I do. I try to aim for a minimum of 3,000 to 3,500 calories. Ideally 3,500 to 4,000 calories. That's what's right for me, just with my body weight and what my goals are, but you just gotta kind of see what's right for you. A lot of people can have naturally higher or lower appetites. For me, I have a little bit of a lower appetite, which is just, I have no idea how that works, but just some people naturally are gonna feel more hungry than others. For me, it probably has to do with the Crohn's disease, and that kills appetite. That's why I lost a whole bunch of weight. But the average person should usually feel pretty hungry. And if you're trying to put on weight, and your goal is to do that, then you just gotta keep eating. You gotta eat decently healthy foods, but the calories are calories. And even if you're not eating super healthy, you can still put on some good muscle mass. Because I noticed that when I was, a few years ago when I started lifting, your gains when you're new to lifting are gonna be a lot better, because I went from about 130 pounds to 150 pounds within a few months, and that's pretty crazy growth. But that was just also had to do with I was getting on some better medicines and medications for my disease, and then also just starting to lift. So it was a combination of all that stuff. But anyway, I ate healthy, but I didn't eat as healthy as I do now. I ate a lot more high sugary foods, a lot more gluten. Still ate, a lot of foods high in fat, which I still eat now, because typically we think of fats, and fats people say they're bad, but they're actually really good for you. Your body needs fats, and especially if you're trying to put on mass. But yeah, anyway, that's what I do. I take a few supplements, but at the end of the day, ideally 3,500 to 4,000 calories. And that's what I do. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. In the future, I'm going to be coming up with a lot more, workout content. Although I didn't do it much today. I don't have the greatest setup, but I'm going to be getting a pretty good camera. I'm going to start going to a gym that I'm going to be filming at. And I'm just going to be doing a lot more vlog style content. Right now, I got about 80 subscribers, and that's mostly from Reels. I don't have a lot of, longer form videos out yet, but I'm going to continue this series. And if you guys like it, make sure to like, and if you like the content, subscribe. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and as always, stay uncomfortable.